Reporting in. It's looking towards the east. You got folks in the weather range. It concentrating upper altitudes, even in the outer space atmosphere, out the planet's celestial sphere. This is in particle acceleration. The weather range, you folks sits buoyant states of gaseous states out the void. You will have your molecular composition and then further and out in the wavelengths, and then your convections out of the electrochemical formulation of the biology, whatever, and chemistry. It's looking towards the south, towards the equator. I showed you the void earlier. It's looking back towards the west. I showed you the void. Then you have your formats out of the electron jets. Watching the mechanics out. The transfers, we're dealing with severe storms and the alien frequency light patterns out of the dimensional wavelengths. Different bandwidths, have different rates, different time speeds. You have the whole different properties, monitoring their own world movements, and then how they're affecting the land terrain, dealing with asteroids, in the particle acceleration accumulation of solid state. Then you have gaseous state weather. You have a constant stream, electron flux, move a leaf this way, that way on a grid. We spread the grid out on a block to a whole town ceiling. Watching the formats across the dynamic of the equator rise and the polar habitat to the north, and their habitat crest trough. You have right along the weather range and them dynamics. Then you have the land connection, also the habitats will host mechanics, and there then I can say the equator and poles in between, and the drift same with in between out the convection. But watching kind of watching time circular rewind time, you pick up some of the constant streams of times, some of the breaches out in this when you're getting some breaches out in the same variable transformations, different areas, misread felonies, what projections led, synaptic commands, or are they looking at what were the situation conditions were they in, and then again similarities and misread felonies. We all get dragged in and out the church doors, 20 churches in one town, what people going there for, then being human in the chains of life, advancing and for survival, safety, and security. We're over here to grab the weather environment first, and then dimensional wilderness that we live in. Humans in the jungle, whether trees or buildings are up. Interconnection dimensional. We're connecting space-time in general. Here, planetary, solar system, galaxy, universal. And then interconnection out the particle accelerations. The atmosphere have different speeds. And you have the slow spin, which you'll have your different rates. And your breaches again out. And the propeller had have a UFO in bay, just sit and coast across at severe storms, and state emergencies, accumulation led to one declared riverfront last year.